This is the Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me. I give real solution, real strategies to finding love, getting love, keeping love, or enhancing the love that you in. So thank you for joining me tonight on a wonderful, wonderful evening. We're going to be doing a lot of good talks coming on while we are together. And the next days, we will keep talking about love and relationships. Now, I'm going to get straight into this because it's not really that long. I think you all have more questions about what is happening out here when it comes to us relating to each other. Now, make sure you guys share my page, like, follow. I love hearts, and make sure you subscribe. If you haven't gotten on my YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss anything. So let's get right into this. Oh, the subject is, why do older men like younger women? Okay, question. Now, of course, we know that's loving differently in a sense. But what is that pretty much? We're talking about older men dating women 20 years their junior. We're going to say 20 years. 10 is not so bad. So we're going to say 20 years their junior or more. And it happens 20 years and even junior and more with men versus women. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen with women, but most of the time it's men that do more of dating women really young. I mean, it doesn't even matter. You guys could go 25 years, 30 years. You all don't care. Unlike women, sometimes it happens, but it's rare. You may find that with stars and entertainers, the women that will do that. But other women do it too. But I'm saying mostly with the gap. Okay. Now, why do men do that? Now, I got a lot of my followers. You all sent me a lot and told me what was your reason on why you chose the younger woman over someone your age or older. Okay. Now, a lot of you say that the woman is lazy in the bedroom. You say that the younger woman is less stressed. And I'll talk about that in a minute, about that less stress and why that is the way it is. You say they don't need a product. You send an older woman, they're going through menopause. They may need some type of cream or something to get them, excited or desired in the bedroom. At least that's what you guys say. Then you give, who said you give more than, the younger girls give more than 3 minutes of oral sex. I don't know where you all come up with this 3-minute stuff about oral sex. I don't know who y'all dealing with, but you're not getting long oral sex with the older women versus the younger women. The younger women give you longer sex. There's no requirement before sex. Wow, that's going to be a good talk. You guys are saying that the younger women don't require what I would say foreplay. Then that the younger women are good to go. You say that they're not as difficult to deal with. They are not set in their ways. So you're able to pretty much control the way you want things to go. And we can go on and on. Now, why do you all, say this? So you say, these are the reasons you say that it's easier to deal with the younger woman. You say it's easier to teach her because the older woman is set in her ways. She's already made a decision what she's going to do and not going to do. You can teach the younger woman how to love you or how to enjoy you when it comes to sex. You all didn't really talk about the conversation side, and that was one I'm going to talk about in a minute. You say The younger women are more patient. They're more patient to deal with you. They're not looking for instant confirmation or instant way that something needs to be done. You say you enjoy them being passive and not so aggressive as an older woman. You're saying that younger women are that way. And they're not as selfish. This is some of the things that you're saying. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. And my being a woman and answering the question to what the men feel about this situation. So I'm gonna give you why this takes place, and I'm gonna give you the best answer on the women's side. Let's do that, as not just some of the women, but me studying, what women feel like when it comes to satisfying the happiness of a man, enjoying the happiness of a man, being they old or young or whatever. Now, I said I would go back and talk about the word we talked about, stress, that men say is less stress. And here's my thing on that. Of course, we get with our mates to enjoy, get to know, understand, and hope to have a great relationship. But of course, everything about what goes on in our lives is about maturing, right? We're growing, we're learning how to love ourselves and understand how we are. Well, when you get older, you know pretty much what you're doing, and so you don't take much shit. And what happens is, men, sometime in women's eyes, you all stretch the truth. You don't say what you want, and then you stretch the truth. So in that, you feel that the woman is giving you stress. That is a part of what is happening on that end. And the one other one I wanted to talk about, because I'm going to get into solutions on about the talk of this older and younger thing. Older, you say women are difficult. And it's not about being difficult, and I'll say this, when I was younger, I dated an older guy, and I realized the reason your answers that men gave me was the younger women are passive, and they're not as aggressive, they're more laid back, they're able to be taught. Well, of course, those things happen because we, in actuality, as a younger woman, trying to find who we really are, what we like, who makes us happy. The act of enjoying being with someone. And so, of course, we're passive and laid back. And of course, we're not as aggressive. Of course, you're able to teach me, because I want to know how to make our relationship great, or how to satisfy my relationship with a man. And so I'm not going to be as aggressive, I would say, or difficult. I'm going to be more laid back because I want to learn. I want to learn what it is that you like, so that I can mature to be the woman you desire. And that's what happened with younger women dealing with older men. Now, here's my whole thing about older dating younger. It's really not about younger, old. As you know, I've talked about that previously, about older women dating younger men, and younger women dating the older men, and how women felt about this. Right now, I'm talking about how the men feel. But the thing is, it's really the willingness, men, to, here it is. It's a willingness to learn each other. It's a willingness to compromise and understand, and just wanting to change. Because what happens in our relationship, we're learning as a young woman to be this older woman who had learned how to love you and how to make you happy. But of course, we've got to mature so that we can be the older woman to deal with the mate we're growing with, or the mate we're going to be with, or you, the older guy. We have to mature and understand and learn. So if I'm 20 here and being this person, that same 20 is going to be the same 40-year-old down the road. You see? So in the end, our dating 20 years, our senior or junior, it's just based on a preference. It's based on your desire. It's based on what you want. It's based on what makes you happy. It's based on your, love for someone. It's based on what you want from someone, and it has nothing to do with all those things we complain about, be it opposite or the better. Sure, there's good, there's pros and there's cons, but it has nothing to do with it. It's just your choice and your desire to deal with a younger person, period. And of course, you find other things that make you happier. And of course, those things are what you're saying. Maybe you don't want to deal with the stress. Maybe you don't want the difficulties. Maybe you want to teach someone. Maybe you don't. You want to control that person and show them the way you want them to love. Maybe you want someone who has a little more patience. It all comes with your desire and what you like in someone. It's as simple as that. And in the end, there's nothing wrong with your choices, but understanding if you're an older man dating someone younger, they're not on your level. They're not mature enough to have that conversation with you about things that are going on in your time. And I'm being honest with you. I mean, when I was in my 20s and I dated an older guy, I only did it because I was trying to learn how to love and what you like, how to perform, or, what sex was like, how to make you happy in the bedroom. There's a lot of reason, we choose to do that. And so that was my reason. And a lot of reason the other women do it. And it could be security, like we talked about before. You want to take care of someone. You want them to want you and need you. And so in the end, it's all about your understanding and wanting to just be with somebody that is willing to love you, regardless if you're older or younger. And that's just, the end in a nutshell. It's not that long a talk we needed to talk about on this because, I got to talk about each subject. So we got so much to talk about. This is just a piece of what we're talking about when we're dating older and younger. In the end, it's all about love. It's all about making someone happy and enjoying your relationship. So I hope that helped you guys with some information on how we go about dealing and loving and being in relationships with someone who is younger or older, be it they 20 years or 20 years younger. Everything is about a choice. Everything is about what you like. Everything is about what makes you happy, period. So I hope that helped you guys. You've been with the Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me. Now remember, if you are seeking love, remember only true love is delayed. Be patient and love will come. You don't have to go look for it. Love is always out there seeking you. If you're already in a great relationship, make sure it's of peace, joy, and happiness. If it's not, make some changes or keep listening to the Love Doctor and get